How's it going, everybody? I am the Texas Man. Welcome back to the channel and to another video. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Thank you if you guys are watching live, or if you guys are just watching after the live stream has ended. Thank you guys also still for doing so. Subscribe and you hit that bell notification button. It would mean a lot to me and my channel. With that said, I'm going to bring you guys another album review. This day, of course, this time we were talking about Jeremy Camp, his new album, The Story Is Not Over Yet. So I'm going to talk about some positives and negative things and then give you guys my final score on this album. So first of all, Jeremy Camp is my favorite artist out of all time. He's the artist that I started listening to back in 2006. And with every single album before and after that, I've really enjoyed his music. It has changed a lot from 2006. And when he started making music back in 2002, I believe his first album came out. And he's been pumping out albums every 2 to 3 years ever since his inception. And I enjoy his music, period. Definitely, there are some albums that have some songs in it that I'm just like, I don't care for because they're really slow paced. And then there's other albums that they're really rocky, and I'm just like, okay, this is really weird. I think in the past 3 albums, he's found a great middle spot as to being able to mix rock, country, and hip hop into a really good blend and bring out some really amazing Christian music. So he is a Christian artist, and he does so and makes music so amazingly. So with that said, I just want to say this album has an amazing mix of country, rock, and hip hop beats in every single song, and it leads to a lot of what I call dancing moments. I was listening to this album, and every single track, I'm just like, I was in the groove. I was really enjoying it. My mom was able to listen to a couple tracks last night, and she was dancing in the living room and having a blast, and it was really great. And it's really hard, I think, to make Christian music nowadays that has a good message and it's positive and it's really cool and you can boogie to it. It's really hard to make that type of music nowadays, especially for Christians. My personal favorite songs on this album out of all 11 that are on it is Only You Can, Dead Man Walking, Should Have Been Me, and The Story's Not Over Yet. This album, of course, is called The Story's Not Over Yet, and that song is really good. Personally, I enjoy Dead Man Walking the most out of all 11 songs. I honestly think this is a must-own. Even if you're not a big fan of Jeremy Camp, this album alone is really good, and it stands out of all of his other ones. It has a lot, like I said, a lot of different types of beats. There's definitely some vibe from his past 2013 Reckless album, his 2015, and his 2017 album, mixed in with a lot of new hip hop and country type of beats and musical tunes into it. And I think anybody that can enjoy rock, country, or hip hop will find something in this album that they can latch onto and enjoy. For messages, this album focuses a lot on life and death and staying with God in the hard times and who is your father and the battle for your soul primarily. There are many other things, but from the 11 songs that I listened to, and I've only listened to like 3 or 4 times, that's the general messages that I got from the music. For negatives, this album doesn't come with any lyrics with a physical copy. So like I'm a big physical copy type of person. All that is in here is the name of the songs, the producers, Jeremy Camp wrote it out. Thank you for this and that and type of stuff. But there's no lyrics that tells you, what are the words to the song. And so you're forced to look it up online or just listen to the song again and again and again and again and again in order to know what he's actually saying. I mean, it's easy to understand what he's saying, but like I'm old school and I like listening to a song and listening to the song while reading the lyrics, and it just helps ingrain the song into my brain easier so I can remember it. So I can get to a point where I'm like, I don't need the lyrics anymore. Boom, let's sing and jam at the same time. Now I'm forced to having to listen to it a lot more and hoping that I can understand it, or just not, and it's just background noise. And that's the problem with all this digital media. Another negative is all the songs about 3 to 3.5 minutes long. So there's no like amazing finales that you can have. Like if a song's like 4 minutes or longer, yeah, I can feel stretched, but there's a lot more oomph, there's a lot more punch to it, and there's not like a big finale. Like you got with all these songs, a point A to a point B, and there's just not a really awesome middle part. And I think if these songs were a little longer, by at least 20 to 30 seconds, it would have led for the songs to be a lot cooler. Honestly, I really dislike, I don't hate, it's an okay song. I just dislike it out of all 11. The 10th track on this album is called You Don't. And this song is in collaboration with another band called Social Misfits. I don't like their music. And the fact that Jeremy Camp partnered up with them to do a song on his album, I guess is okay, but I just don't like the song because I feel like the band Social Club Misfits kind of takes over the song, both lyrically and with all the instrumentals in the background. It just doesn't feel like a Jeremy Camp song to me. And then lastly, I honestly don't understand why the title track, The Story's Not Over Yet, is of the same name for the album, but it's the 8th song. Like, I don't understand why, if you're going to call your album The Story's Not Over Yet, and you have a song of the same name, why is it towards the end of the album and not in the top 3 like normal artists do albums? I just feel like it's kind of weird and bizarre. And because of that, it really makes The Story's Not Over Yet song feel out of place. And that's why I guess I like the Dead Man Walking song a lot more because it's in the top 3. Honestly, this album should have been called Dead Man Walking. That's just my opinion. So, still, with all those criticisms, I'm going to give Jeremy Camp, The Story's Not Over Yet, the 2019 album, a 9.5. Highly encourage you guys to check out this music. Check him out from his past albums. He's an awesome artist, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.